What's up, guys? This is Louis.
And Team Soul Athlete Julian Serna.
We're here to give you guys some tips and strategies for Wodapalooza qualifiers 5 and 6. The workout is 21-15-9, thrusters, calorie row, burpees over rower. With remaining time, find a 1-rep max clean and jerk. It's 15 minutes total time. What are your thoughts on this one?
This is a fast one. You're gonna burn through it, and then you're gonna lift some, man. It's gonna be fun.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I mean, simple, baby. Keep it simple. Exploding warm up. Yes. Warm up.
Warm up is going to be super important on this workout. Your heart rate is going to get very, very high on the first piece. So I would recommend a warm up where you actually push your heart rate a lot higher than normal as you're warming up. Like the order I would probably do things is general warm up. That's your foam roll, glute activation, core work, shoulder stuff, whatever you need to do to get ready. Don't make it too long. This doesn't need to be like a 45-minute general warm up. 20 minutes, right? And move into clean and jerks from there. Probably have guys push singles up to about 80%, and then some high heart rate stuff. You could use a bike, you could use a rower, probably do some sprints with some burpees. Have your heart rate get really high, right? Don't let it spike for the first time during the workout.
Get sweaty during the warm-up, you know? Get nice and sweaty, get your heart rate up, and then cool down and get ready to do the actual workout.
I'd probably, once you get that heart rate very high, walk back over to the barbell, take another single somewhere between 75 and 80%, so you feel what the barbell is gonna feel like when you're fatigued like that. After that, cool down, give it like 5 or 6 minutes, and then you can move into the workout.
Setup. All right, guys, for setting up in this workout, it's gonna be very important where you place the bar and the rower. The transition should be quick, shouldn't be less than half a second. Going from the thrusters into the rower. Now on the rower, beforehand, you wanna make sure your feet straps are set up correctly. Don't do all these things during the workout.
Damper.
Make sure your damper setting is set beforehand. I would personally set a little bit higher damper setting since we're gonna roll for calories, but you need to find whatever's comfortable for you. And then on the burpees, make sure when you're coming off the rower, you're not getting stuck, you know, you're loosening them those straps and you're falling right into the burpees. Quick transitions on everything. It's gonna play a big part in the workout at the end.
Yeah, I'd probably set the barbell up to the side of the rower so you can do the burpees without worrying about hitting it, and you can just get off, turn, and be right there.
Exactly. Turn and go.
Yeah, turn and go. No thinking about it, you just gotta move. For the second piece, there is some setup stuff to talk about. Weightlifting shoes should be ready, open, unstrapped, unlaced, whatever you gotta do to slide them on. You're gonna have some time for that. Other things like water, chalk, your belt, the weights you need, someone to load the barbell, all of that needs to be thought about before.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of like write down the weights that you're gonna wanna hit. Make sure the people who are loading your bar know that, so you're not there second guessing or, oh, this is the weight I wanted to, but I hit 10 pounds lighter than it was expected.
Yeah.
No, make sure you're gonna hold yourself accountable to that, and just make sure you write it down so they know that, and kind of like just have good communication with them as you're going through the workout.
Yeah, you're gonna finish the first part and you're probably not gonna be able to talk very well. You're gonna be trying to recover, get your heart rate under control. You want them to know what your first attempt is. You want them to know what to put on. And as far as weight, put some extra there just in case, you know? Don't be scrambling at 1430 to find 10-pound plates.
Yeah,
have some extra there, for sure.
Pacing!
Pacing on this workout is, look, this workout's pacing is fast. That's pretty much the speed you're gonna move at. There are some small strategies, you know, but if you're on the cusp of qualifying, there's not a ton. You need to be unbroken, to be honest, on the thrusters. You can, if you're a strong rower, push the row and then pace the burpees a bit, or vice versa. If you know you're not that strong a rower, you still need to move quickly, but it shouldn't be that hard. You can almost recover a little bit and then move fast into the burpees. There's not much, honestly, there. Once you pass that round of 21 and you get into 15s and 9s, you gotta push.
Yeah, you gotta push. This is gonna be one that's gonna hurt no matter what. If you wanna pace or you don't wanna pace, it's gonna hurt. Plain and simple, it's gonna hurt. You can't think so much about that, "Oh, I need to save energy for the clean and jerk." We've been training a ton of stuff. You should be ready to hit that clean and jerk. You know, get the best time you can on that first piece, because remember, this is scored as 2 different scores. Get the best time you can on the first piece, and then get the heaviest lift you can on the second piece.
Yeah, agreed. If you're not elite, intermediate, RX in that category, then I do think you can probably break the thrusters on maybe the first and second set, but it really honestly should just be 1 break, and it should be a very, very short rest period.
And if you are in the elite, RX, and intermediate, on the thrusters, you need to move, you need to pull that bar into you and then push it away. And then on the row, if you're a strong rower, take advantage of that. Push on the rower and then kind of recover on the burpees. And if it's vice versa, if you're not a great rower, use the rowing not as like a rest piece, but like kind of to get yourself ready to go into those burpees to push again in those thrusters. Okay?
So once you move off that first piece into clean and jerk, like we said before, you should have attempts planned, right? Some of you guys, depending on how you feel, will have attempts planned very close to your 1 rep max, and you may even take attempts above that. That's great. What I suggest for people that follow our program is your top single, right? Your planned top single before you go off script and just do what feels good should be your daily minimum. The goal of working our daily minimum stuff is so you have a number that under whatever circumstance you start to feel confident hitting, right? That should be that number. So off the first piece, you should hit a barbell that is very light, something around 60%, right? 60 to 65%, just to kind of like get yourself going, shake the rust off, hit that first clean and jerk. Probably should have a second attempt in between that first bar and your daily minimum, and your third should probably be that daily minimum.
Yeah, you're most likely not gonna get more than 4 lifts at best. This just really depends on your time, since it's a 15-minute cap, and you're gonna come off that first piece, you're gonna be kind of dead and, you know, kind of like sluggish. You're gonna get on that first bar, you know, do a squat clean into a split jerk. Don't get sexy and start doing power cleans and all this stuff.
That's a good point.
Go into a squat clean right out of the gate. I know the weight might be light and all that, but you wanna make sure your CNS is ready for what you're gonna really do, which is that heavy weight. And if you start messing around with power cleans and power jerks and all this, unless those are your lifts, like if you lift like that, if your strongest lift is a power clean and a power jerk, then you do that. But if not, then stick to what you know. Don't change anything up, and then, you know, make sure.
That's a good point. We see that these workouts come up. Like we had one in the open a couple years ago with the dumbbell into a 1 rep max clean, and people always want to come off and do a power as their first lift, and then you get to your 3rd or 4th attempt and it's your first squat clean and you can't stand it up. You need to do, if you know you're gonna squat clean when it's heavy, do it on your first one.
Exactly. I agree. I learned that the hard way, so I'm just gonna give you my experience on that. Oh yeah? Hey guys, if you want more tips or any more details, or you need help with strategizing for these workouts or anything else, come and follow us at teamsoultraining.com.